Hello and welcome to the show. It is Sports Palava and I'm Ken Ochonogo. I tell you this, we're looking at much bonuses in Nigerian sports. But then, is that not an anomaly? Match bonus in Nigerian sports? Because there is only one sport that collect match bonuses. And that's probably collect tournament bonuses, winning bonuses, how do I say, championship bonuses. But then football in Nigeria, we have, okay, even the supporters club, they are called Nigerian Football Supporters and Other Sports. So we have football and other sports. So then we are taking it seriously. We are looking at the issue of incentive. We are looking at the issue of motivation. We are looking at the issue of how do you make ordinary men do extraordinary things. And if you say yes, you need to motivate them to do so. What do you need to do so? You know, how do you need what? In which way? Maslow talked about the hierarchy of needs, talking about from the basic needs to self-actualization. That yes, I am who I am today. I do not need money. I'm above money. But then you need money at that base level to survive. So we are looking at the issue of match bonuses. The issue of funding is a big problem. As we speak, the coaching crew of the Super Eagles are being owed salaries. As we speak, the coaching crew of the Under-17 are being owed salaries. Now, if we have issues of funds, how do we use them justifiably? And if we need to give incentives, monetary incentives, in order to motivate our athletes to achieve, should it be sectional? But if that money is not enough, probably we do prioritize. In Nigeria, I'm sorry to say this, but it's like football is synonymous with sports. You don't discuss sports with somebody for 5 minutes and it veers into football. When the national teams are playing, when the Under-17 is playing, people follow them even more than when the Tigers won the African Championship. So how do we strike the balance? Do we strike out match bonuses, which is what we're looking at today, and give a level playing field? Or do we retain it as it is? But then there is a third option. Do every sport also should all sports collect match bonus? Should a boxer go into the ring and after the first fight he collects a round bonus? Should an athlete after running the first round collect a match bonus? Should a basketball after the first match collect a match bonus? That is the issue. Do we liberalize? Do we have spread it round? Or should we remain as it is? Or do we scrap it entirely and say, whether you are playing football or you are playing basketball, when you win, we reward you. It is the reward system. How positive does it influence the outcome of events? I have two ably qualified gladiators in the house. Somebody is ready to go. He has been ready to go. He said, Ken, what are you talking about? Scrap match bonus? We call him the senior editor, Osarity Emoze.
Good afternoon, Ken.
Osas.
See, let me tell you, in this country, this is a country where no social security, the players are not paid their allowances. As the very day you are born until you die, you are on your own. No government support, nothing. These players suffer. They move from street to street, playing street football before they get to where they eventually get to the national teams. And they are the breadwinners of their family. You are not saying they shouldn't give them match bonuses? For example, let me give you an example. If a player plays for Eyimba, he has not been paid 6 months' salary, and you now invite him to the national team. At the national team, you will not give him match bonus. How do you expect that player to play well? How do you expect that player to feed his family? My brother, I don't support. See, let us get one thing right. Whether basketball, they all collect bonuses. The only thing is it might not be enough. I give you an example. During the All-African Games, gold medalists were paid, silver medalists were paid, bronze medalists were paid. Then during we talked about basketball. The money might not be enough. The Tigers were paid $500, which if I cry, I was against that money being paid to them. But eventually they paid them. If you don't pay them, that is the only way you can compensate them for representing the country. Because we have the money. Some people sit down there just whack the money. At the end of the day, it doesn't get to where it's supposed to be. And if our marketing department is not working in NFF, that is no. You don't blame players for it. Let them go out and work. Let them go out and work. The players will be paid because no social security, nothing. They are just on their own. So if they struggle out to make it to the national team, they should be eliminated.
They are on their own. You invite an Imba player, he plays for Imba and he gets no salary. He says, and he comes to the national team. And I don't want to use this, but he uses an expression that somebody, let me use an inverted comma to say it, somebody whacks the money. And then so, whether you like it or not, there should be remuneration when they move from their clubs to the national side. So Osarete Moses says, no, you must do so. But then, I call him the prof. Humphrey Njoku.
Yeah, it's nice being here again, and the issue is interesting because it's almost becoming a recurring decimal, mostly in our football, because that's equivalent to sports. And in his own Moses say, he forgot that we are talking about sports, not football, because his inquisition is limited to football. And you begin to ask, should it be only football? And to be a bit elaborate, the whole thing has even narrowed down to the mainstream, the flagship, they call them the Super Eagles. Apart from Super Eagles, the other teams, both in the men and the women, don't even enjoy the so-called match bonuses. At times, it was a losing bonus because we have seen instances where bonuses were collected before a match was played. So win and lose, it doesn't really matter any longer. And you begin to ask, how long will we sustain this? And I am an advocate that if a system with good intention over a period of time, because the issue of bonuses, either winning or losing or draw, is a way of incentive. But you begin to ask, there should be a balancing between reward and result. And when the result is not coming, we shouldn't fool ourselves continuing on the system. More so, when you look at it, the sport that has become an anathema to us is only one. And there's no dividend in terms of result to match with what has been invested in it. You said, what about other sports? So the issue is, will we or will we not? And if you ask me, I think that the issue of match bonuses have outlived its usefulness as far as football is concerned. And if we need to sustain it, it should no more be limited to football alone. It should cut across border because what we are talking about is reward. And whoever puts on Nigerian green and white is representing Nigeria. He did mention about basketballers.
So I was coming to, I wanted to ask you that. He said they were giving $500.
That was even after. After an event.
No, in the
not per match.
Finance 1,000. Let him not get. Let him not get. Let me get me wrong. Like I said before, or whether athletics or table tennis, they are all rewarded. They get paid for what they do. The only thing is that the match bonuses for Super Eagles is much more higher. Whether anybody living in this country get their allowances.
No, allowances is different from match bonuses.
Yes.
Are you following?
Let me tell you, if you win a gold medal and you are given $10,000, it's the same thing as winning a match. And don't forget, football is not the opium of the people, not religion. The opium of the people of Nigeria is football.
Do you agree with him?
No, I don't.
So where do you disagree?
Where I disagree.
You said everybody represents to collect when
you collect. That is the truth.
We need to separate it.
Okay, separate it.
Match bonuses. Yes. Are you following? Is quite different from
camp allowance.
Camp allowance. Or reward
I'm not
after
talking about camp
an
allowance.
event.
I'm talking about
because
bonuses.
even the players do collect camp allowance. Why in camp?
Okay, so let's quickly come. When basketball team was in Tunisia,
yes,
how many Nigerians followed that team sheepishly? How many Nigerians?
I followed them.
You are a sports person. How many Nigerians? But when Golden Eagles were playing,
yes,
2 a.m. you see people knocking at your door. Please, I want to watch this.
Let us not
told.
Here. Let us
football,
not, because
like I said, those they say religion is the opium of the people. The opium of the people now in Nigeria is football.
I don't share that.
People follow it religiously.
So I want to ask you.
They should be paid.
Let me ask you, Osarete.
If NFF can go out, collect extra code, the players will be paid. What I would say.
I want to ask you a very simple question. The Tigers, they went to Tunisia. for the Olympic qualifiers.
Oh, yeah. Became champion.
It is when they go to the semi-final, they give them $500.
Yes.
When they won, they give them $500.
See,
I've
I've been against
no,
that.
no, no.
I've been against that.
Okay, you're not.
But the truth is,
now,
football is the number one sport in Nigeria.
okay, so they should give footballers more.
The only thing that brings us together is football.
The only thing.
The only thing,
no, it's
the
sports.
only
It's
thing
sports.
that
No,
brings us together
no,
now.
no.
We say sports. We say sports.
He said the only thing that brings us together is
football.
that. But he said the only when the Tigers were playing, I mean, we follow them. But when the Eagles were playing, that almost every Nigerian.
That is even
that's
neglect.
a generalization.
It's a generalization.
Are you following? Let's be sequential.
Yeah.
The onus of the whole thing is super egos. I stand to be corrected.
All
The
others
super-
are
the
paid.
Super
Flying Eagles
Falcons,
under 23, they are paid
a
their
year
allowances.
ago, collect $700.
They are paid. The truth of the matter
As
is,
match
some-
bonus.
all we are saying now we should
It's
scrap.
just
If
recently,
you scrap it, we have
they
paid them
started
too.
paying them.
Let
One
us
time.
look at the human
Can we take it sequentially? We'll open the lines very, very soon, probably in a few minutes, but let us just go through this line of discourse before we open that so you can join us at home. We are saying we have a problem with funding. The money.
I don't want to hear
want
that
ask
one
you.
at all.
No. That is why I'm asking you the question. I'm asking you the question.
I don't want to hear
I've
it at
not
all.
asked the
Why are we
question.
saying
I have
problem
not
with
asked the
funding?
question.
And we are marketing department.
Osas, I have not asked the question. I will send you. I will card you. I'm asking the question here. We said we have problem with funding. Most sports can't even go. When they have tournaments outside the country, they cannot honor it. And then you now give, like he had just said, Super Falcons are playing. Each match they play, you give them $700. But a basketball team that won, they won the tournament, for the whole team you give them $1,000. I mean, if this money is not enough to go around, why don't you scrap it?
You are saying scrap bonus.
Yes.
It will not work.
Why won't it work?
Because we are living in a poor environment.
You said the environment is poor.
It will not work.
Is it the environment?
To football?
Okay, is it restricted to football?
All
Is it
right,
only
like I
footballers who are
said
poor?
before, but you don't mention 500.
No.
You see, we are
You said
getting
it's only footballers who are poor.
We are getting it
You
wrong
did
here. We are
mention-
getting it wrong here.
No, we are not.
You are getting it wrong here. You are saying they are not paying them. You are saying they pay them $500.
No, wait.
Excuse me, if you say the money being paid to others are not enough, that one is okay.